This video goes over lesson 1 of unit 8. This first lesson is over basically just rewriting rational exponents into radical notation. So this first line, if b to the n equals a, then the nth root of a equals b. So basically what I mean is if 4 cubed is 64, then the cube root of 64 is 4. An nth root of a is written as the with the little letter on the outside. That little letter on the outside is called the index, and you'll hear that referred to a lot. Square roots, we don't write the index. The index would be 2. That's the only one that we don't write it. Okay, so we have two different notations for expressing roots. Radical notation is just like what you're used to seeing. We just take the radical sign, we put our index, and then whatever we are taking the root of. We can also put a power in there, and you can see this written a couple different ways. It could be written like this. To rewrite that in rational exponent notation, you take your base, which is your radicand, in your radical notation, and it's always exponent over index. So if you have the fourth root of x cubed, your radicand is your base, so it'd be x to the, and your index is always going to be your bottom number of your fraction, and your power is going to always be the top, so x to the 3/4. Whereas if you had like y to the 2/5, then your index would be 5, radicand would be y, and you could either put the 2 here, or you could also write it like this, just as long as it's being raised to that second power. Okay, so it's 2.0 to be able to go from radical to rational exponent notation. It's also 2.0 to be able to use your calculator, so I'm just going to show you some keystrokes. If you want to do 9 to the 1/5 power, you just do 9 caret 1 divided by 5. If when you hit the caret button, it doesn't raise your cursor to the exponent position, you might have to put parentheses. So go ahead and you can practice typing that in, and you should get on that one 1.55. Sorry about that. Should get 1.55, and when we evaluate using a calculator, when it says to do that, and you're approximating roots, it's okay to have that decimal. We'll just plan on using 2 decimal places when we round. Okay, 12 to the 3 is going to be really similar. You're just going to do 12 caret 3 divided by 8. If you need to put parentheses around it, put parentheses around it, and you should get 2.54. Okay, so these are a little bit tougher. If you're on the yellow calculators, you're going to do 5, whatever your index is. You do your index, and then math 5, and then whatever you're taking the radical of. If you're on the blue calculators, you do your index, and then second caret 16. So pay attention to what calculator you're on. You should get 1.74. So if you're using a yellow calculator on D, you would do parentheses, 3, math, 5, 2, parentheses, caret 4. And you should get 2.52. And just replace that 3 math 5 with 3 second caret if you're using the blue calculator. And that's really it for lesson 1.